Hello everybody, it's Zach here. Welcome to the first episode of a little series I'm going to do about free online games available to the general public. Really, for a lot of people, free online games are a form of casual gaming, which is looked down on by a lot of gamers. But to me, free online games, those are my childhood, because really I didn't have that many fun games when I was a little kid, but I played a lot on the internet. So I'm going to be doing a series about really good games that you can play for free online. I'll be doing a few playthroughs of them, maybe review them, talk about some of the ups and downs of it, and tell you where you can go play them. So here we go. The first game I'm going to do in this series is called Need for Madness. It's by RadicalPlay, RadicalPlay.com. It's pretty old. I played it a long time ago when I was a little kid. It was my favorite online game, and it probably still is. I mean, there are a few I played that are a lot funner, but this is so unique. Okay, so as you can see from all these vehicles, it's a 3D cartoon game, which is something that you really won't see anywhere else. And the graphics look a little ugly at first, but you can get used to them. It's really cool the way the cars smash, because it's kind of realistic because of all the different shapes and stuff. They kind of like twist and blacken and change colors as you crash other cars. So anyway, the basic point of the game, here's the instructions. It actually makes you read the instructions on first startup. But the point of the game is to either finish the race before everybody else, which includes a lot of checkpoints, or smash all of the other cars. So there's pretty much two options you can go with. And depending on which option you choose, you have to choose a certain car. So some cars are faster, some cars are a bit bulkier. You can smash other cars with them a little bit easier. So if you decide you want to try to win the race, you got to choose a fast car. If you want to smash other cars, you have to choose a heavier car. It's pretty balanced. Heavier the car, the slower it goes. The lighter the car, the faster it goes. Heavier the car, the more damage it does. Lighter, less, pretty much. Here's the first car, the Tornado Shark. You got Formula 7, you got Wow Canonaro. Very original names. Levite Crab, that's a French one. Nimi, which is like the mini. And then here's some of the lock cars. You unlock them after you beat certain levels. And I've unlocked them many times, but it automatically reverts back to your to the beginning after a little while. So anyway, I'm gonna go with Formula 7, which is probably the fastest. Yeah, it is the fastest car you can start with. And I'm gonna just try to beat the race right now, and I'll show you some smashing later. Okay, so continue the introductory stage. See, there's other levels, but they're locked. So continue. There's some pretty cool tunes in this. I really like the music in it, and it's just, I don't know. So anyway, you got the intro screen. Okay, so you start out like this. When you're gonna be faster, you should like hang around. Okay, here we go. Alright, arrow keys to move. Spacebar is kind of unique in this game. When you go off a jump, you can hold down spacebar and do tricks. So in the air, you can use arrow keys while holding on the spacebar and do tricks, and you can do some pretty crazy stuff. And pretty much the only benefit doing tricks is your power, which you can see up on the top right underneath damage. The power pretty much says that's how fast you can go. The more power you have, the faster you go. So you have to do tricks, because if you don't do any tricks, you're going to go really slow and they're going to catch up to you. So that's main benefit to doing tricks, and I'm getting pretty smashed. So now that I'm kind of damaged, I should probably go through this loop, which fixes your car. That's the health loop. And yeah, so pretty much what I'm doing, like I explained to you before, I'm just doing the race, passing everybody else. The NPCs, they tend to get distracted smashing each other. So in these early stages, you can pretty much just fly right by them and they don't really notice. It doesn't really... See, there I go. I won that fast. You can take the route of smashing everybody, but it's just a lot easier to do this. Later on, though, in other levels, you're gonna want to try to smash, because there's no way you're gonna finish the race before anybody else. Okay, in the next race, I'll try to smash some of the other cars for you. If I fail, don't get mad at me. I haven't played this in a while, but yeah. So here I go. Usually go for like, oh yeah, and I think it's A. Yeah, you press the A button and it changes your arrow. See the arrow near the top? It changes that to point to the nearest cars if you want to smash them. So normally it points towards the checkpoints, but in this case, after you press A, it points towards the nearest car. So that's useful. See that now it says need me has been wasted. So wasted pretty much means you're dead, you're out of the game. If you get wasted, the game is over. But like I said before, the goal is to waste other cars. I'm really damaged right now, so probably should get to the health. So I'll try to do that for you guys, but this is the most power muscle-wise that you can start with without unlocking any cars yet. There's a lot of really important. There's a bulldozer, a monster truck, and a semi. So that will give you some idea of how some of the heavier cars do. Alright, there I go. I wasted that one, which is the main enemy for wasting this one. The rest of them are pretty weak. That is actually the car I will unlock when I finish this level. Try to get this guy. Oh, he's going for me. So see, sometimes they don't really think things through. I mean, you can't really expect them to as they're computers, but the weaker cars will attack the heavier cars even when they're low on health, like you just saw. Oh, yeah. And then here's a good example of when you're using a weaker car. You can take out heavier cars if they're low on health. And it's a good strategy to do just to pick people off if you have high health. Just, if you're doing it as Formula 7 and you're going really fast, don't crash into anything, because you're gonna... I've been thrown miles just by crashing into one thing with the crazy physics in this game. So anyway, here's what happens when you lose. Another cool thing I wanted to say about the tricks was when if you do a completely insane, crazy trick, at the end of the level, it will do a replay of it. And it's really handy if you want to capture it. I actually have a couple videos of tricks I've done that are pretty cool. And it's really fun because sometimes you could see some of the crazy stuff you did in the last level, and you could show people it and stuff. And also, it could also show like the winning smash, which can be pretty cool sometimes. Like the one I showed you, where crashed into that car. That wasn't that exciting. It just went right into me and it died. But there's some really cool stuff. You can, if you land on top of them, it does a lot of damage, and sometimes it could just cause explosions and stuff. And it's really fun to watch those replays. So I'll try one more time. Just to mix it up a little, I'll use this car, and I'll try to just win the race for you guys. Excuse me. So, starting off, yeah, the physics are completely insane. In fact, it says that in the beginning when you first start the game. It says it's in no way trying to simulate reality. I'm doing really bad. It basically it was created with the logic of what looks and feels cool must be cool. So pretty much, if it looks cool, which looks pretty damn cool in my opinion, if it feels cool, which these tricks feel pretty damn cool, then it's cool. And who really cares if it's realistic, right? I mean, since when a video game is realistic? I mean, look at your average popular shooter. I mean, you get shot in the foot and you die. You get shot in the chest 3 times and still don't die. It's not realistic, and you can't really count on video games to be realistic. So yeah, pretty much, this is Need for Madness, one of my favorite games of all times, and I highly recommend you play it. It's really fun, and I spent many an hour when I was I don't know, 7 or 8 playing it, and hours well spent, I must say, because I had a lot of fun playing this, and I'm almost gonna die. NPCs can be smart sometimes. So I have good memories playing this game, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you. And I hope you will have some fun playing it too. So thanks for watching this, and have a good day, guys. And check for my next video, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.